Richland is a great place for outdoor recreation with almost all your adventure needs satisfied. One of our most popular outdoor destinations is Badger Mountain. The Badger Mountain Centennial Preserve is a county park, and the City of Richland's contribution is Trailhead Park, which primarily serves as a trailhead or starting point to take advantage of the hiking trails on Badger Mountain.
The park receives around 250,000 visitors a year, and that number has been on the rise for several years. Heavy use paired with a foreseeable road project has made the need to expand parking inevitable. To ensure that the new parking lot is constructed in the correct spot, staff have been busy talking to community groups, meeting with residents, and hosting public open house meetings to help guide the creation of the park's first master plan.
Use on Badger Mountain has grown every year, and most of those users get to the hiking trails through the city's park at Trailhead Park. So we have a parking lot, a small parking lot, bathroom, a playground, some other park amenities, which is sort of the gateway to the park. But that parking lot cannot come close to serving all of the users in the county park on Badger Mountain Park. And so many people park on the street, park on the side streets, and it's caused a little bit of tension with the neighbors. And so late last year, the city was approached by the Port of Kennewick, who was looking for a community project, something they could become involved with. They approached us about helping with the parking situation at Trailhead Park, and that was contingent on some master planning and neighborhood outreach. Before we make that capital investment in parking, we want to make sure we have the master plan right and that the parking ends up in the right location. The very first public meeting we had options out there on the boards from mild to wild. And we had zip lines and sports fields and lights and the whole thing on some options, all the way down to a do-nothing kind of option. And we do that to get people thinking, you know, what could this park be? And what kind of park would your grandchildren like to play in? And so the master plan that's moving forward to council is very much on the extreme of the do-nothing, with the exception of expanding parking, creating an additional loop trail in the city portion of the park, and then adding a few benches and picnic shelters. We'll basically double the size of the parking lot at Trailhead Park. A corner of the park has 2 tiers of gravel parking. There will be an additional 2 tiers of parking above that. So the whole area between the corner of the park and the playground will now be parking. None of the grass turf will be impacted. Generally, none of the open, undeveloped areas will be impacted. This is mostly disturbed ground.
City staff anticipates that work on the new parking lot will begin this summer. As construction begins and we start installing additional parking in Trailhead Park, we will be limiting parking on the residential side of Queensgate Drive, which will be enforced with no parking signs.